Okay, and we are recording. So I'm here with ControllerQuik, my friend. We're going to
Howdy.
review a Fox Marset. ControllerQuik is Gohan Calvo, the Fox. And um, you said you wanted to just kind of watch this, just kind of like we did last time, similar to last session, where like you get some takeaways and we kind of like strategically figure out how you can keep improving from watching this, like stuff to work on.
Yeah,
Right. Sweet.
definitely. Yeah, I think that's perfect.
Okay. Well, I always like to do pretty much the same thing. Let's watch it one time through, and then I'll have you tell me things you noticed, like anything you're thinking about when you see this gameplay, pretty much.
Yeah, sounds good.
And we'll rewind all the way to the start. I think that'll work. Sweet.
I do apologize in advance. I am like a little stoned, so like I did not come like as best prepared as I could, but I definitely do have like thoughts that um I just don't know if I'm gonna catch as many things as I usually would.
That's totally chill. I mean, as long as we're able to like talk, it should be fine.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Also, let me turn down the game audio for a second.
Can you
Sorry.
restart it by the way? I wanted to just like say that, so I was kind of focused on.
Yeah, of course. Of course, we're going to start. Yeah, and I said we would watch it through, but if you find something you want to talk about, like that you don't want to forget, let's talk about it. We could pause it.
For sure. Definitely.
Okay, we're started here. Okay.
Just doing those 0% nares again. I usually think I just trying to like catch like contest aerials with nair a lot of the time, and it's not like the best approach all the like a lot of the time.
Nice.
I really liked that first stock though.
I guess while we're here, what did you like about it?
There was a moment where I was on platform and I dropped down for a second and then wave landed back up to like bait the shield grab and just fell down with the bear and then just I proceeded to edge guard him. And I thought it was just like um a good opener, like good opening bait to kind of punish like a day one like bad habit because most people could even like shield drop there and like you would expect the same result. Like you would expect someone shield dropping to fall with an aerial because like oh they can shield drop and that's like immediate advantage.
That's great. Like throwing in baits in and being able to comfortably like move like that is really good. You're right. And yeah, of course, that's awesome too. That you were able to like do that and like commend yourself for it. I don't know if we did this last time, but like noticing things you did well, I always think this is really important. So like you can keep doing these good things and not like forget
Right.
them.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's one thing that I've had to really work on is like remembering the things that I've done good in the past.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead.
And I forget if we talked about this last time, but the way I like to think about melee improvement is I have matchups for each or documents for each matchup, like Google Docs. And like
Hmm.
it's kind of not organized as I would think is ideal, but it's like my database for like everything I want to review or like when I want to work on the matchup, I just like read through it and then I try to reorganize like the new things I want to try to add on or like test again. So I like can have that.
Definitely. Yeah, that's a great structure to build for yourself.
Yeah, and like pretty much whenever I play someone, like of any character, like in tournament or friendlies, I like review it and see like, oh, was there anything I still wanted to try out, or like what should be my focus? And it gives you like, for me, like it gives me something to focus on gameplay wise, which is really nice. Like, and then I'm not like stuck on like ego things, like losing or whatever, because my goals are just trying things out and like doing the game plans.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I totally vibe.
yeah, and oh my god, and this is a huge fan. We're not even through the video or the game yet, but like when you have that too, it's so nice because like all you have to do is focus on like executing your game plan because then that's like the success itself. Either your game plan didn't work, or like and you lost because of it or something, or like they had like better game plans, and it's like it gives you something to actually succeed on rather than winning or losing, which is nice.
Totally like that's a really good point. If you just like play it how you think it's ideally played. And you can really see that with like top players too, like when in the way they do things. I've kind of picked up certain like edge guarding like flow charts from
Hmm.
unranked with Marth.
Hmm.
Um just because like when you do like the get up attack that sends him off stage, like there's kind of a few options that he has to do from that situation. So that's like one area I've fleshed out a little bit. Uh, but yeah, just like really trying to play around the fact that Marth needs to like establish that space, and like if you kind of make him think that he's got that ideal spacing, like he's either tempted to, I mean, at least like at the earlier levels, it feels like he wants to like really grab and like F smash in like certain spacing zones, and like that's kind of the mix up, and you really have to play around that. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying about like being able to like execute like what you're going for, and like notice like what's good about it, what's bad about it, and like if you have to like overhaul everything to like like just play the matchup entirely different if it like comes to that.
Yeah, and like of course playing by intuition and stuff like that can be good too, like because you need it for speed and sometimes, or like sometimes you've built up good intuition, which if you like wrote it down it would be a good game plan, but it's just like less sustainable, or like less geared towards growing for sure.
Right. Yeah. It's like having something like good and monotonous and like just like kind of able to execute in like high pressure scenarios um is like really a good way of putting it. But I guess like the step for me really is like to try to stop letting so many scenarios in bracket be high pressure in the first place.
So you're saying like you want, but actually, yeah, I want to hear more about that last thing you're talking about. Like you're saying that you just feel the high pressure gets to you in some way that uh you wish you
Yeah,
had
I
like the
guess.
game plan or something.
Well, it's not so much about my game plan, but like I have a lot of very loose, jumbled thoughts about this game that like I could put together into a game plan, and like in some ways kind of have, but I really have to build on it like day by day, like consistently to like actually like put something together. Like I couldn't just like invest a night of like this game is like I feel like you have to, for me I have to feel it out. Like it's
Mhm.
not really something that I can like sit down and think about like or even lab out in like a to a degree. Like I get questions and then I find the answers to them, and then like I kind of build like my idea of what an ideal game of Melee versus a character should look like, or what I should be looking for, like kind of off of that. Like I feel like I'm getting to that point right now. Like really is kind of what I'm building my game plan, not really like I guess I'm really building my understanding of like how matchups work, like a little bit better is the best way I can say it. Like
Nice.
I understand how Marth works really well. I understand how maybe Falco like works pretty well. Like I like those are probably my two most played matchups, but um everything from there is kind of like I'm just starting to really figure them out. And level 1 melee has been great for that cuz like you get to play like 5 good players at least, like a lot of the time, or at least like 5 like decent players, and like of each different characters. Like there's so many floaties here, and there's so many like non-spacey types, and I feel like I run into spaceys like all day on unranked. It's pretty rough.
Oh yeah, and the thing about unranked too is like you can't like play them more or something, but like here you have their Discord, so you can like actually, if you wanted to, play them more or like talk to
Yeah.
them about stuff and like if they had
Yeah.
answers or stuff for your questions too. It's nice.
It is really nice. I agree.
Yeah, but okay, I see where you're coming from. I think that's awesome that you're able to start forming these game plans because you're right. It all comes down to like understanding the other character too. Like once you understand what their options are, like you were saying, like when Marth wants to grab or Marth wants to S smash, like being able to like weave around that to punish stuff, to stuff those options, like being able to figure out how you can win neutral is like I think so important. And another thing I'd say too is how I was saying my matchup docs are just like they're just like info dumps. Um,
Yeah.
I don't try to remember every single thing in those, right? Because that would not be like realistic. Try to remember like every single percent and every single like thing I wrote down. Like, of course, that would be like an overload, and I would just be like stuck, trying to do one thing because I have too much in my head. Like normally,
Right.
like it's fine to have your game plan be like a couple of reminders, and you refine that what those reminders are like as you develop more nuance or what you think the most important things are that you need to force yourself to remember. Um, and it's okay to improvise everything else. Like even if you're just doing the things you want to do, like it's fine to say your game plan is just as simple as like dash dance around Marth and like with punish with grab or something like that. Um,
Yeah, yeah, I guess, yeah, that's the kind of thing when you say game plan, I imagine like this whole like fleshed out thing, but that it really could be as simple as like I'm just gonna go for this. Like, yeah, like I think back to like when Chill and Dude talked about uh fighting Leffen at the Salty Sweet, and he's like,
oh
well,
yeah,
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
gonna he's gonna try to get those up airs. You know, he's not gonna see him coming.
yeah. Okay. The thing I'll admit is if you distill your game plan down to a couple things, because usually you're doing it as a way to grow, right? Like
Yeah,
it may not be the best thing. It might not be the most ideal thing. Like if you really tried to copy Leffen's style, like all the complicated flow charts and combine them all, yes, you're not going to be able to capture that with the 3 bullet points. But what happens is like when your game plan changes over time, because like once you do those 3 bullet points for a while, it becomes your muscle memory. Like you don't need to remember those 3 bullet points anymore because you like your instincts will know how to do it, and then you like add on to that, right? So it's like
yeah.
I think everything in melee is really about like learning new things, like by stepping outside your comfort zone, like doing new muscle memory, doing new timings, new options, stuff like that, and you keep adding on to your toolkit, and like eventually they become muscle memory, so you don't have to like think as hard to do them anymore, and they can be like super fast and dangerous, like just because you can do them instantly.
Hmm. Yeah, I totally agree. Like I've put enough time into like enough certain things with like muscle memory, but I really need to like honestly get some sort of like practice routine. I was kind of writing down some things that I some like drills that I could like practice on my work break today to like maybe make my movement on the ground a little bit more like efficient at all times. Like just like a hand warming kind of exercise to really get the um make sure that I'm moving correctly. Because I have a lot of like really good things that I can do like on the ground, like in terms of wave shining, but uh my aerials and my drifts like definitely need work. And I feel like that's a spot that a lot of people struggle with.
Oh, totally. And that's awesome that you're thinking about that. Like, I think, do you remember if we talked about like warm up routines and stuff like that last time? Because I can't remember if we did.
Um No, I don't think so. Maybe we did. We talked about like really just like stuff that I wanted to like work on. Um and like just overall like game like I was doing like a bunch of like bad options like over and over again in game, and we were just talking about like practicing like the situations that I find myself like in, and just like seeing what other new options like could potentially work and like theorizing that, but we didn't really talk about anything like warm up related, I don't think.
Yeah, I would honestly say like the way I do my practice, like solo practice, is similar to what you're doing. It's like when you notice something's bad in your reviews of your games, like, and if it's like important, like you're dying for it or not getting kill, like that's absolutely something you want to be practicing like daily
Right.
until you
Yeah,
can get it down.
definitely. Yeah.
Um,
That was me with, running jump cancel up smash really recently. Like, I used to be able to do that pretty well, and, like, I just actually with no practice, like, it's so easy to miss, and, like, you get punished really easily for just jumping up and up airing, like,
oh
when
yeah,
there's
that's a
no
horrible.
fair.
It's like if you jump up and up here, you're like shit. Now I'm like an end lag and like above them. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually, like, got in the habit of, like, as a crutch, just, like, doing, running crouch down into up smash and, like, running charge up smash just because, like, they were a little bit easier for me to execute, and, like, you when you hit that, like, certain run distance, like, you don't have to worry about, like, JC up smashing being, like, the only way to, like, get an up smash out.
Yeah.
Um, like, can you do, like, a short charged up smash? Like, does it have to be jump canceled?
I don't know. I know what you're saying about like crouch is only accessible after, the initial dash length, so you could do it after that. But I don't know about charge because I don't do that much.
Yeah, I don't know that many people do. I think it might be because I feel like I like that there's that clip of Lovage like shining.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like on the Sheik, right? Like on the roll reading or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
but yeah, I absolutely agree. Like if you notice you're messing anything up and it's like important, yeah, definitely add it back in. And it's totally fine. Like I think that happens to everyone. Like you lose muscle memory sometimes, but like if you can notice that it's bad, then it doesn't take too long to add it back in.
yeah. I agree. All right, let's watch some more of this game.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
haven't
I
gotten
mean,
very
oh
far.
my God, talking about melee is so much fun, but you're right. We should watch some of the game. I'll
Yeah, it
rewind a
is.
little
It is
bit.
fun. Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Let's do
okay.
it. Yeah, it's gonna just be hard for me to like watch these nairs, knowing that like I don't think I get CC too much, and so I don't start mixing in drill until a little bit later. I feel like I throw out nair early on just because it feels very strong when people are trying to be aggressive off the bat. Like it just stuffs aggressive options, but I don't do them in place enough. Damn, that's a sad edge, sad SD. Didn't want to approach him at ledge. I was really like trying to respect him because oh shit. Okay. That was very lucky.
That was a little bit lucky.
Yeah. Alright, help check him a little bit.
Ooh, that was almost really nice. Nice. Phantom
Oh.
Shield Poke. F smash.
Let's go.
Definitely would have been death otherwise, but. Oh! Nice tech. Yeah, Tash is good. I seeded them pretty highly. Oh, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
Everyone make sure to like and subscribe. I don't know what the channel is called, but DSK will make this content uh, pretty often, maybe weekly. And yeah, leave a comment if you think that my fox is crispy.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
Hey,
Um,
you,
Hello
you
again.
didn't miss anything.
Sweet. So I paused it. I will resume if you're good to go.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, oh, do I lose this game?
Well, it's a game 3 set, so you win one of them and lose one of them, at least.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember him getting that read. That was good. It just kind of covers like 2 or 3 options there too. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow, he got me fucked, dude. Ah. God damn.
Okay. So
What
initial
happened at
thoughts?
the end there? Can you watch that again? Oh my god, I missed what
You want to see
happened.
just the
Can you
last
stop this?
uppy over here?
Yeah. Oh my god. What did I do?
So you run over in the corner,
Okay.
kind of scary. This
That
is
was
fine. Oh, and then you get hit by
oh the
side
side
B.
B.
Mm,
Oh, you serious?
yeah.
Oh, you cheeser. God damn it. No.
I mean, to be fair, I think you could have done a lot of things to live here instead of this up B. Like, it's a panic up B. Like, because you had so much time here. Like, okay. Show you this. So here, after this, you can double jump air
Uh,
dodge. Like, even if you go to platform or stage share, the air dodge will, like, I mean, you might get grabbed, but it's way better than the up B here. Because up B, like, look how much
yeah.
time. They have time to dash back, react, and be like, oh shit, I'll try to hit you.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Well, that's good insight because I definitely think that on the fly I wouldn't have that's like one of those situations I just like wouldn't have thought about because it just like catches me off guard so much that I think I start to kind of tunnel vision on like the oh my god, I can't believe he chose that and then not really think about like what I could have done to beat it just because I was like who does that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I
But
do
yeah,
think it's
no, it's a
actually a
good
pretty
side.
common option here. Like, because a lot of Mars, like, didn't need to side B here, but did it because, I don't know, a lot of Mars just do it. Like,
He got back to
it,
stage with it too, is that right?
yeah, it was to
Like
drift
and even
more.
he even almost got a down air off of it. If
Yeah,
I hadn't jumped there,
yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah, Hash was really ready to like maybe reversal you off of it. And the thing too is though, Like this is where like as you were saying earlier, like you being more defensive or like more whiff punish, if you stay outside of like this, instead of you like flopping here and like if you're just dash dancing and they threw it out, then you could punish with up smash or something like that. You run an up smash afterwards.
Oh, I could have just like, yeah, I could have just been in his face and like crouch canceling, and
Yeah,
he
exactly.
actually couldn't have done anything.
Yeah, and they could have shine. You could have shined them right with no jump or
Yeah,
something. But yeah,
there's just so much. Like I can
yeah.
like shine and like go to platform if he gets back on stage, and at least I have like, you know, outs that way if he gets shined too far away. Like that's crazy. Yeah, I should have held my ground for sure. I was
Problem is
trying to
though.
like play respectful too. I was throwing lasers out. I don't usually laser that much, and like Uh, yeah, I don't know. I think I was playing pretty well. Like I was really happy overall with like how I was moving. I felt like I was moving like probably some of the best that I've moved recently. Um, it was just like trying to like really get those baits. Like I was just like, yeah, like going in for whiff punishes. Wasn't really like trying to rush him down. Like I don't really have those like tools in my arsenal, honestly. Like I don't have like running shine nair or like running shine up smash or the best I have would be like running shine grab. So those would be two things that maybe I could like add to really not just play so with punishy and like kind of get a little bit more aggression off. But I don't see the spots for them. I wasn't really like looking for that. I think that um I kind of choked it there with those last two stocks. I feel like a little bit. I he got the read on that and he did reversal me like really well. It's just it's not like yeah, I don't know. This kind of bums me out. I'm just happy though, like because I feel like I played so well that game, but I still won my next game. So that
Mhm.
means that I feel like I really had the potential to like win that set, which that makes me feel really good. Mm,
Okay.
Just like watching that back.
Yeah, yeah. Happy with like the potential, like, or I guess the progress or like potential to win this set. Game one was close. Game three or game two was one. Yeah. Okay, that's all good. Um, so yeah, is there anything else you would want to write down here that you noticed this game on like the first watch through?
Um,
It's okay if not to.
I think I didn't drill enough, and I think I didn't grab enough. Uh, and I think that I had a really hard time playing as defensively as I wanted to, off of getting hit on platform.
I would agree with that. I definitely noticed there were some defensive situations you like were kind of awkward on the platforms. Like you're just holding shield or like you're not sure, like miss some shield drops or stuff like that. So definitely, like I agree with this, and we'll probably review it in more depth when we watch it this next
Yeah,
time.
I agree.
I also agree with this. The thing, like you were talking about this earlier, and I didn't want to like make it a huge tangent, was you're naring a lot, and nair can be okay if you can actually get it like requires you to win one more mix up usually afterwards to actually get an opening because a lot of times it's like nair and then reset to neutral, right? So it's like great. Like sometimes it's not even an edge guard, right? I like
That's
or
a
you
good
get
way of
reversaled
putting
out
it,
of it.
actually. Yeah, I agree. Like it's like nair into mix up equals opening versus like drill or grab just equals opening.
Yeah, exactly. And depending on their DI, like it might actually just be an opening, but you also have to be ready for that. I definitely saw some nairs that actually were openings because like they were stuck in the air afterwards in hate stun, but you're a little bit slow to recognize it. So we can talk about that too.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, I would say all this is good analysis. Like even if you didn't do in-depth analysis and like say like if you're in a tournament and you really want to perform well at the tournament, like what I do is actually I look at my sets like after I lose them, like while I'm like waiting in losers. Because if it's like a common matchup, I can find out some things I can focus on for the next set. So like this stuff, like you could just like be like, okay, I want to try drilling more of this next set, more grabs or something like that.
Yeah.
Um, and it's also like if you're in the mentality for that, like it's totally fine if you're not. But I've definitely done it, and it's been like, oh wow, I actually like improved a lot over the course of just watching this and being able to apply it. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
um, okay, let's rewatch it, and then I think we should write down every single like dropped execution or punish or something like that. And I guess like other notes here, like if you died for some stuff, we could write down here. That's maybe important. But like let's literally just figure out what this is, and we can kind of figure out some patterns and figure out like your prioritized to dos for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so here's the first one. Uh, missed dash out of grill wave shine to get grab. Wait, actually, I want to see. Was it like a too slow wave dash or what happened here? Because that's great, drill shine. Oh yeah, you missed the
It's
dash.
far away from the yeah, and yeah, too far away.
Um,
I think I recognized that he um was like getting back to like a neutral stance, and I kind of took that as my cue to like think that I could get him. Did he like DI out? Is that what happened?
I don't think you were slow off shine here.
Oh yeah, okay.
So here. Oh no, wait. Actually, okay. I'm watching frame by frame too. Yeah, I think you're a little bit slow there, but like, oh yeah, this air dodge was a little bit choppy. It's okay, not too bad. And then here, yeah, I think you just missed the
Uh,
dash. Like you need to JC grab here, like dash JC grab.
yeah. I also lose some distance from that frame that I missed on that
That's true. Yeah, absolutely true.
yeah.
Need to dash JC grab. Also a little bit. Well, actually, this is multiple things. Need to dash JC grab. Okay, cool. Oh wait, is this? I wonder, am I like zoomed out or something? But this is like, oops.
I don't know, it looks fine to me. The timer's in the middle
Yeah, that's true. I think this is probably as far as it goes. Wait, I do this?
and hit play. Oh no,
Yeah,
you're right. There we go.
yeah. I guess there was a little bit of the screen that was covered, but it was like mostly fine. Let me go back to this.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, okay, yeah, now it's fine because now I can see the border here.
yeah. Okay,
Cool.
nice. Cool.
Oh yeah, Nair Shine here.
Yeah, I didn't get the turnaround. What I typically would have done is like shined, turn around in my shine, and then wave dash toward him. But I didn't even go
Oh,
for that.
interesting. You go for Shine turn on wave dash. I think
Yeah,
usually you don't want to turn around, but I don't know actually.
I don't know. It like
I'm pretty sure it's
I think
slower. Wow, this
it's
this is
probably a
crazy to
lot
me.
slower.
This looks like a face to me, but anyways, I'm just like, anyways. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think whatever, like, as long as it's consistent, it's fine. But yeah, but you did wave dash down. Was there a reason you didn't go for? Oh, because you missed the turnaround. You said, yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't think I would have gone for it there. I think I just like tried to. I think I just tried to get the hit and then shine him off is probably what happened.
Oh, you're trying to shine them to the right side.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I was going for. I think I was just trying to stuff him and then like shine him off, and then like I wanted to because I can kind of see that. Like I don't know why else I would have wave dash down, and that's definitely what I did. Like I don't wave dash down in front of someone's shield,
Okay.
or at least try to.
Didn't realize which side shine was hitting on. Okay, that's just something that was the cause of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so nair into no
Uh,
up tilt.
Yeah, I don't even know if up to the combo here. Let's see.
I could have run in grabs maybe would have been like the extension here. I don't think I think maybe down tilt could have worked.
You got the out actually. This was really fast. This was fine. But like
He
the
didn't
thing is
he didn't
Nair doesn't work unless they like DI into it. So it's like
yeah.
they have to be like stuck in the corner where they wouldn't be DIing out basically. But if they're just like doing neutral DI or DI away or floor hug, then yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
work.
I think one thing maybe like this is kind of weird like but that's kind of like a muscle memory movement. You don't really have a whole lot of time to like react like to the DI like if you're going to be going for that particular input. So you kind of have to like read it, and that's just my opinion. Like I'm not a high level player. Maybe some people do have like that capability. Like that's fine.
Oh no, I
Um,
agree. Like when I play Fox, I do Nair up tilt as like a read on their DI. But
yeah, I just go for it. Like I'm just like but if thinking about it, like if I wanted to, you could definitely still like offer that like directional option, and then like get a short hop out, and then kind of create a new mix up off of that. Um, like a late bear, or like jump out, like wave dash back in if you think they're gonna shield. Like there's something there maybe for me to like explore, but that's probably like I don't know, it's like a weird like little adaptive thing. I'm gonna try to like maybe make a personal note of that, just like as like a kind of like weird thing that I noticed.
yeah, for sure. I honestly think that yes, you could explore that, but I would say actually what I would have done there, like the optimal thing would be um I would have just running shined or I would have done up air, short up air. Like even though it doesn't protect you as much, I want to show you this opening too. Like you get this opening, it's not to like stuff them necessarily. It's like literally they're just standing there. And if you were gonna throw a move out in this space anyways, like to beat them, like I guess what I'm trying to say is you were talking about it earlier. Nair can be good because it's really fast to like um to kind of wall a little bit, like to protect yourself, or like um if you're like really close range, or like I don't know, like the range aspect of it is a part of it for sure. Like trying to beat out their range. But the thing is, blocks of range is short anyways. Like I think in general, like you can really find a lot of good value by replacing most nairs like below 100% with up air. Because at that percent, up air is going to lead to like another hit, you know?
Yeah, but up air is like okay. So you're saying I should if I gone for up air here, like that would have been a better option.
Yeah, because I think you can get another aerial. Even if you didn't go for up air, you could get up air like there or something.
You're talking about like instead of nair going for up air. Can you rewind this?
Yeah, yeah. Like the thing is, okay, any move you would have done here would have worked because Martha was standing there. Oh, okay. I guess they start up
F
jab.
tilt would have. Yeah, that was it jab. I thought it was F tilt maybe.
I guess it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it is kind of. It could be a jab.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's up tilt.
Uh, I don't know.
I
It's
don't know
hard to say.
either. But
I'm kind of more convinced it's jab after looking back at this. I'm like, I don't know.
yeah, but like yeah, I would say I didn't see you do up air at all, but I think it's really good. It's like the nair, like it's good if you can get shine afterwards, but like a lot of times, because then you can get shine wave shine follow ups. But if you're just going for a raw neutral opener, um, I think I think up air's a lot better because you can follow on like every single DI from up air and center stage. Like if maybe like if you do up air over here, that's not as good because they can DI off stage and then you like they can maybe just have a recovery mix up. But like then that's like a better place for Nair, right?
So you're saying like if I should go for a straight aerial, like maybe consider trying up air instead.
Yeah, because the value of Nair is so low. It's like really basically nothing. Like it's just like 8%. But up air you can get a kill. Like you can juggle them for
Man,
like
that's like
a bunch.
14%, right? Isn't it?
Nair?
Yeah. How much is damage is there? Nair only does 8%. Is that really?
No,
Is
no,
that
it's
true?
not 8%. Sorry, I'm exaggerating, but it's not that good. Like, because you the thing is, okay, you get how much damage? You get
12.
12% or 9%.
Okay.
But
Right.
even if you get that, you usually can't combo it. Like a lot of the times, it does not combo into anything. And I can tell you that, like, you got so many neutral openings with Nair, but even though like Nair has a higher chance of working because it's faster and it's more protective, like the value you got from those Nairs was not as good as like one of those up airs working if you replaced every single one of them with up air.
I see. Yeah, the up air is definitely huge. I agree with you. It's just like I did not think I was going to be catching this guy off guard as much. And at the beginning of any game, like I'm already kind of playing into that anyways about like the fast and unexpected. And most people are trying to like feel each other out. Or like I'd say like some people try to really feel each other out. I do not have like great short hop up airs right now. It's something that I could definitely like work on a little bit. Like I will definitely um make that as a note.
Yeah, because the thing is, um, so I mean, here's a pop quiz for you. What defensive option Like, does Nair lose to and up air lose to?
Well, Nair definitely loses to shield and crouch cancel
Hmm, hmm.
and like most like for Marth it would lose to like jab. Well, actually no, it didn't lose to. I think it could lose to jab. I think it loses to jab. It loses to F tilt. It loses to F
Yeah.
smash, all with the right spacing because
Hmm.
it's just a huge hitbox.
Yeah.
You kind of have to already be in them and throwing yourselves at them for that to really work a lot of the time. Uh I don't really go for like stray up air until like I try to catch someone like dashing back. If I'm like going for like that scuffle nair that like I kind of want to condition a little bit. Um,
Gotcha.
but yeah, it definitely loses to like most like defensive options. Like crouch cancels easy, shield's easy. Shield grab is like really bad if you get shield grab by your by nair. It's the same with drill though. That's why I don't like drilling so much. Like all like I should have maybe drilled there would have been a great option.
Yep,
Like
I
it
agree.
would have let like I would have probably felt more comfortable because it's like it leads to a follow up still. Um, and it kind of is like a bet if I'm already gonna be running and like with the intent to like throw out an aerial, like it just requires a little bit of adjustment to like make that and then like implement like the shine afterward or like get the grab, like start to build a mix up around like that game plan.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, if I did an up air, like of course, like I could shield poke. Maybe I could like, if I did, and like I don't think I can get CC'd at a super high percent because it's two hits. Also, like I'm not really sure about like how CC works for up air super well. But
Yeah.
yeah, up air can lose to a lot of like short range options just because of it's pretty slow.
Yeah, I would argue though, like you're right. So like Nair is a little bit faster, like 4 frames, right? And the strong hit doesn't even come out till later as well. But I was just trying to point out that basically like Nair can maybe beat out some of the options because it's a little faster, like most options. But like the fact that it doesn't lead to anything means like it's like it's kind of useless. Like it can be good if
It's like
they're
a
really
nickel and
jumping.
dime.
Yeah, it's like you're playing a losing battle when you do neutral air. Like, yes, Fox has like one of the best neutral games in the game, so he actually does get just like the most. If you like count the neutral openings compared to other characters, like he's gonna get one of the most because of his
Yeah.
speed and like full hop and all that stuff and his aerials. But like the really thing that sets Fox apart is like or like better Fox players is like they can punish just as hard as the other characters. And like if you're not punishing that hard though, you can't keep up because like you saw in this game, Cash like killed you twice instantly, right? Um, and like the way that most spacey players level up to like mid level or like being able to win a LOM is their punish game is like more competitive with um, the non spacey players because they can find the neutral openings like a lot of spacey players. Like they know how to dash dance, they know how to like use the burst options, they know how to make some reads and stuff like that. But like really, what sets the difference apart is when you can keep up in punish game and then win neutral as much. You can really just kind of start taking more games.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, this is my long-winded way of saying like these both are risky moves, but this one the reward is way better basically.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Um, and the thing is too, like if you have the mix-ups, like if they see you up airing a lot, then they're like, okay, now I can just drill or like sorry, they can like CC up air because they could CC nair as well. But then that's when you can start down airing or drill or shining, running shine. Um, and so like these two are like both really high reward compared to an air. So
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Um, it's just a terrible habit, and like I really need to like get it fixed.
yeah, because I would say you'll probably notice that the up air is too slow in some spots, but that's fine. I would definitely say like this is like a good like thing to focus on. Just like every time you are going to nair, just do up air instead. And you'll see it's going to be good. Because especially, I think something that a lot of people don't realize is up air on the ground is actually way better than up throw up air. Because up throw up air, they have so much height and you've already used full hop. So it's like hard to follow
Right.
up a lot of times. But when it's on the
Yeah.
ground, they're not that far away from you. So it's way easier to follow up directly.
Yeah, I think you also like you have like no lag as compared to like the end lag of a throw, like because by the time you've already chucked them, like most characters, because it's weight dependent too. Like if like the lighter a character goes, the higher they're going, and like sure you're like able to jump out faster, but like
Hmm.
they still do go higher, and like that is huge when it comes to like yeah, I think like with DI like Samus, Peach, Marth, like they all have like ways to get out of up air like
Oh
follow
yeah,
ups.
yeah, totally. And I was just talking actually about the up air itself, like, because one thing too is like, when you do up throw up air, you have to do like a full hop to really get them most of the time, unless it's like a spacey or something like a fast faller. But when you do the falling up air, or like, and even then, like when you do a full hop up air, you have to wait for the entire ending animation to end, unless you land on like a platform, right? Before you can jump again to follow it up. But the falling up air, you can L cancel it, and then you L cancel it right away
Yeah,
because you landed with
exactly.
it.
Yeah, and you're already like so close to the ground, like when it's hitting. So like it's you have to wait like maybe like 10 frames or whatever, and then you're able to act again.
Yep. So yeah, I
So
would
it's
literally just say like, even though you know it's going to be bad in some spots, I would really force yourself to do it, and it'll be really interesting. You'll be able to see you can get more up airs out of it as ideal for damage building, or you turn it into an edge guard if it's like
yeah,
60,
I
70
think
percent.
it's honestly like it's kind of true. Like if you play with like intuition, like as you were saying earlier, like building an intuition around when to use up air versus like other aerials, like depending on like, oh, you get a stray hit, what's your opponent gonna do? Oh, you can like follow up with like getting, this up air, like if you position it here because they're in the situation that this is probably the panic option that like most people do. Like you just kind of build like a game sense around like when to throw those out, and like you said, that can only carry you so far, but I think I really just want to like mess around with it and like really see like it's like trying those up airs out like its approaches and seeing like what I can get like from those situations, and maybe I don't know, like it's just it's an interesting thought, like I definitely want to try it out.
Yeah, sweet. Then I know we spent a long time on this one frame, but we'll keep watching the other follow-ups too. Okay, are
Yeah.
you good to resume, or you want to talk about anything else?
Let's resume. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Oh yeah, and here again, this is actually a staying spot. This actually would be a really good spot for up air too. Up air at this percent's really good still.
Yeah, he just like was kind of in that range where I could hit him. I don't know if that's like a actually I
Nice
dropped.
shield grab bait.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
so
I
we should
wave dash down.
yeah we should watch some of this. So wow, they actually got a slide off here. That's actually crazy. Look at this. So up smash. I don't like the up smash that much. Like grab would do better because they DI'd it perfectly, right? No follow up here,
Yeah.
but it's fine. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna write that down too. Actually, um, up smash at not kill percent and not combo percent. Grab instead. Grab is the same amount of frames. Up smash comes out on 7. Smash, where is it? Oh, so yeah, up smash comes out on 7, which is the same as grab. So just something to think
Ooh,
about.
every character has a frame 7 grab?
Yes, every character besides like Samus and like Link and stuff.
Yoshi.
Yeah, Yoshi. Oh god, Yoshi is like so slow, and the grab is like terrible. It's worse than like most characters. Poor Yoshi.
Yeah, it's pretty cringe.
Or Shine if like not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, like oh my, I actually wanted to watch that frame by. They literally DI'd that perfectly here, even though you got it such a good opening. Nice. You still punish them and then like, oh yeah, they no tech, they ASI down, and then they just slide off. Oh my, they instantly double jump too. They knew. Wow, they're good.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's really
that's
good.
unfortunate that the drill didn't hit too. I wonder if there's anything you could have done. Yeah, they just DI'd it well. They DI'd it away.
That was like that's so close. And then I still got grabbed. I
Yeah.
got grabbed from behind.
I think one thing that you could think about too, I don't know if this is actually good, but like you were trying to wave dash through. It might be faster sometimes if you notice like you're shining their shield to just like full hop or something like that. Because the wave dash, you're still in the grab area, but full hop might get you out quicker.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Um, I will definitely consider that.
Yeah, but this is
Also,
like,
there's like one other thing I could do is kind of like cheesy, but it definitely would may have worked. If I like shined, short hop, shined, wave landed on the platform, and then turned it into a an aerial wave shine, like off of the sliding on the inside of the platform. That would probably be like ideally what I would like to be able to do from that scenario.
Oh,
Um,
like you short up shine and then waveland over here, like around.
like waveland, like I go up and then like to the right and then like waveland in and then like do drill for instance, or maybe drill wouldn't be the best option there, but like just trying to like find a follow up after that. Um, like maybe even up air like you said, like but yeah, there's definitely something that I there's definitely some options that I could flesh out there, like recognizing if I'm gonna like miss the drill, like the drill into shine combo because they
Hmm.
DI it out and
Hmm.
then get that shine on shield and I'm under platform, like maybe I can think about what I just said, but also like if I'm not, then what did you recommend again? You said shine and then short
Just
and
full
then
hop
just jump
out
out.
instead of wave dash. Because wave dash, you
Yeah.
have like the end lag and you're still in the grabbable area for a little bit.
Yeah, and at the very least, like something that is like really good is like just kind of drifting forward enough to like be able to get behind like where they're going to be whiffing the grab from, like right behind their head. Like
Hmm.
you you at the very least like you have by the time that grab finishes, you're already like falling and like you have the opportunity to like potentially get another aerial or like you can just land behind them, which I know landing behind Marth, like that's pretty big. Like you can just kind of turn around and grab him, like in if you like are able to do that. Um, I think I really like that idea, like just being able to full hop out of shine and then just yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think this is like a guaranteed thing to work, but I definitely think it's a good option to explore because the wave dash is slow compared to just full hopping out. And you can also go to
Yeah.
platform or if you're under top plat, you just go to top platform if you're scared for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, this is a little bit of a common theme actually. Like sometimes when your drill shines don't work out as expected, you're a little bit like not sure what to do next. And of course, they're different situations, but it is a pattern because there's been a couple actually now.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely am missing those wave shine follow-ups a lot of the time. I feel like my wave shines are good, but like it's just not always being able to like follow the trajectory of my opponent is something I definitely need to work on. Like
Yeah,
when you add
exactly.
reactions into the mix, it's like kind of hard to keep your wave shines consistent. I'm just kind of scared of that at times.
Yeah, I think for a lot of it, you don't like another tip is like you don't react after the shine hits. You react like while you're drilling them, like what side are they on, so you know which direction you're
Yeah.
gonna go.
Yeah, you have plenty of time to kind of see what they're gonna do, like, in terms of like how they're gonna DI like during the shine, like if they see like how they're DIing the drill.
Yep,
That's also a cue for better players to like change their DI up after that point too, which is something I do in like like tech scenarios. Like if I'm like DIing like the throw one way and then like tech the other way, it's kind of like that. There's also a window for that. It's just something to kind of like be cognizant of is that like flow chart, I think though.
totally, totally. Okay, we'll keep watching. Unless you want to talk about something else.
No, let's keep going.
Nice,
All right, sweet, got that kill.
nice following up there. I like it.
Yeah, I went for the full hop ones. I do go for full hop ones sometimes. That's like the bad habit as well.
Yeah,
I
because
think he
the
definitely
thing
missed
is,
whatever he was going for there.
yeah, like what I was telling you earlier is not necessarily to full up. It's like just replace your short hop mirrors with them because it can still
Yeah.
be. It's still basically unreactable. Like it's so fast. Like so they have to guess anyways to what to counter it. But
Hmm.
but yeah, and the thing is the full hop ones though are definitely reactable because they see you jump up there like oh they're coming down with something. But, yeah,
Right.
actually I want to see what hit this was here too. Roll S smash.
I I F smashed him because I was like, you missed me with a smash attack, so I'm gonna hit you with one. I
Mm.
think that was just like a bad decision. Like I could have gone up and grabbed there. There's so much more I could have gotten off of that.
Yeah, I was looking how slow it is. You're right. S smash. Yeah, no combo move. It's slower. You could definitely JC grab here.
Yeah, it also just has a really bad priority system on it. Like, I don't really like to use F smash as like kind of a like just general rule because if you clink with it, you have to actually finish the whole entire like lag of the move while
Oh,
other moves
totally.
get canceled out.
Yeah.
So it's just a really bad move to use. And I just kind of I was in bracket, like that's part of the nerves coming in for sure. And the decision making process going out the window because I got very eager at an opening. So
Mhm.
that's something to kind of like think about as well. It's just like getting a little bit too eager about my openings and choosing like I could have gone for up smash there and that would have at least maybe led to like a combo like scenario like
Yep.
versus
Yep.
like up smash is just like no there's no benefit to doing that at 0.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I think the thing is like even though you're nervous, ideally what happens is like you turn, your practice and your like plans into muscle memory, like I was saying earlier, and then they literally become what you do when you're nervous, which is the good things. So
Yeah.
nice, another bait. Nice, you got the fall this time. Back throw, intentional?
I think so. I don't think I went for up throw there. I think I was trying to. I think yeah, because I by the drill that I did there, I definitely was trying to catch like a aggressive option or like just trying to catch like another. I was trying to just beat whatever was he was going to contest with while also just covering. I was just trying to cover that zone. I think is really what I was is probably the best way to put it. I thought he was maybe going to act. It looks like he chose to not wiggle out and then teched away.
Yeah, this is. I don't. Yeah, you're right. I think it probably was wiggle audible. Yeah, they probably jumped
Maybe with
out.
the DI. I don't know. The DI was like pretty shallow.
Yeah, I don't know either. But either way, back throw can be good as a DI mix-up. Like if they don't want to DI off stage or something like that, and you can get them DI in and then get an up smash or something like that. But in general, up throws is a lot more solid because you can get like a hit, instead of a tech chase.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit wary of trying to like up throw Marth off stage. I don't really like to contest Marths like when they're off stage a lot of the time.
Oh, I
Um,
see. Like if you up throw, they would DI it out.
yeah, I just am like pretty freaked out by that scenario. I think that like it's kind of what I said about like I would worry about getting like fared back and then like all of a sudden I'm landing on platform and like he lands on stage and I'm like now under him or I'm yeah, he's under me like I'm on platform like and and if I get pushed toward the edge of like inside of that platform, I don't have any speed to dash back. I just have the option of like jumping down or doing like a really tight like walk off and to jump up to like platform and like get some movement there like or dashing forward. But if I dash forward is just so scary because it's Marth and he has like a couple different ways he can hit you above on those platforms. So I definitely think I just get a little bit worried about like fighting Marth under platform, and I was just trying to keep him like in spots where I felt comfortable contesting him. Like I wanted to get him in the air, I wanted to hit him, and that was kind of probably why I did that. But um, yeah, I don't know why I did back throw. It was a really weird option.
Yeah, I would kind of say, okay, if you're uncomfortable with Marth off stage, like that is something you need to be comfortable with because it's actually a good situation. They're burning resources trying to get back to stage, and you have an opportunity to either start up a combo by punishing their on stage stuff, or like you just have a better even chance to kill them when they're off stage, or start a combo. So it's like a good thing if they DI'd off stage, actually, I feel like.
Okay, I
Like
see.
even though you're right, you might get reversaled if you go for it. You're still putting the pressure on them because they're like, I could get shined here and die. I could get like, fourth on stage to up B or something like that, and then like I have to get up aired or like more combos. So like generally up air or up throw is like even though it can be kind of scary, it's still a good position. Like of course could go horribly wrong, but you have like a higher chance of winning it for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
So like yeah, I guess I would say it needs to change if you're uncomfortable with up throwing them or like being underneath them for sure.
Okay.
Because oh, sorry, I was blowing my nose. Like Mark in particular, yes, he can like ferry you and stuff like that and dare, but those are kind of committal moves. They, especially with Mars high up in the air, like Fox has so much control over his horizontal speed and vertical that he can whiff punish a lot of that stuff. Like basically, if you can fake them out a lot of times and they're gonna throw out those moves, or you just hit them like stuff them because your rising bear or something is just like still really good and fast. Like it's not really that reactable when they're just kind of stuck up in the air.
Yeah.
And I guess we're talking about theoreticals here, but I guess I would always pretty much up throw. Like even if you think they can SDI the up air, you can still juggle them or like get a back air or like
Yeah,
shark their
there is some
landing.
really good baits. There's some definitely like some really good bait options that I have not explored with doing those up airs where they DI out and like do like a some sort of like jump like where threatening a shark but they're not like they burn a resource and then like I punish that burn resource with like maybe a double jump out because Fox's double jump is just like incredibly quick and I could get a free bear or like grab ledge into like wave like ledge dash on. There's like so many good mix-ups out of just like putting your backed by ledge there that I'm not like exploring with Marth, and then I'm also not like threatening like the lower off stage or like the middle off stage as much with like shines or like just quick maneuvers like I could be. So that's definitely something to definitely like really explore. And I should look at some scenarios where I'm getting grabs and thinking about like what I could have done differently there. Like I'll probably like go back and like look at like exactly where I got that grab and up throw and like DI and do the DI out and Uncle Punch and see exactly what that looks like and then try to think about follow-ups would be like one thing I want
Yeah.
to work on.
Like, here's something to think about, I think, is that you're playing Fox and like Fox, Shine Spike is just so scary because it literally is like instant death, like a lot of characters can't make it back after that. Um, and like what I would say is that say you up throw a Marth, they DI off stage because they're like, this is like I'll probably take less damage this way, but they always have the risk of getting Shine Spike, like you just going out there. So like if they see you running towards them, a lot of times they're gonna fair or something like that, right, to protect themselves. But then if you just wait, you have a chance for a kill here. That's pretty good. Like
Yeah.
either going for the shine right away or just doing a bit of an extra dash dance to outweight their move. Um, and if they don't want to do that, like say they use their double jump and recover high because they're like, I don't want to get shine spiked off stage, then you really have a good opportunity to shark if they like are drifting more on stage from underneath them.
Yeah,
Like,
because then you have those up airs that you're talking about, or like,
yep,
back air, edge
yep,
cancel, whatever you can. There's a lot of different ways you can get combo starters for sure on Marth, and you can be very creative about it because Fox has like, ways at least you can get like decent 3-hit strings that may reset the neutral situation. But like if you add those up, like it's just I definitely think that I need to be more like uh thinking about how I can make my punishes longer at this point rather than like finding new punishes because right now I think I'm very like exploratory in like what I do and like
hmm
just trying to like figure out what I like movement wise and learning what feels good to play and like what feels like not so optimal and like just little things here and there. But yeah, we should try to wrap this up in the next like few minutes just because I don't want to leave my girlfriend for too long.
Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure. I mean, honestly, I think we have some good stuff like working on up throw follow ups more and like short hopping, up airing stuff. How about we just finish the game one more time and then we'll pause for any big things, I guess.
Okay, that sounds perfect. Let's do it.
Sweet. See another Nair. That was CC'd actually this time. Shine, Waveland follow up. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
unfortunate. Remember
yeah,
that one.
very unfortunate. Another, well, that was an okay nair. Got him off stage, but I didn't really capitalize. That was
Yeah,
just
bad
lucky.
seed.
Take those. I think I did okay like moving there, but I ended up putting myself in a position where like I really got hurt.
Yeah, near side doesn't
Should
even connect there, but up air would have been fine.
I get punished for that short nair?
Ooh, nice. Yeah, that was really good because like the Nair up tilt actually comboed, but it was because they're in the
Yeah.
corner, so they had to DI in, like, or they're holding in more lightly.
Hmm.
Lucky.
That's just the luck of the draw there. And that I was trying to go for an a get up attack that would send him off stage because I have been trying to like lab that situation out and like figure out more about it.
And these Nairs are fine to go for because 125% it's going to lead to a good edge guard, and up air wouldn't convert necessarily. But these are fine. Nice.
Man, I was up 3 stocks to 1, and he just like he meditated on me, and then I I didn't really realize until recently. And it sounds so stupid for saying this, but like if you side B and then you like get hit out of it, like you lose your second jump. Like if you're in the air with it. I didn't
Same with
realize that.
upbeat after they take off. Yeah.
No way. You lose your double jump if you. That's crazy. Holy shit. It's so weird to like watch like this, but it's cool that like it's kind of like we can be a little bit more observant of what's happening.
Oh yeah, it was lagging. I don't know. I was on another tab or like something.
I didn't get the tech. He still would have probably
This
gotten
was
like a
fine. This
grab.
was all good. Yes. Yeah, I
Jump
feel like
out. Yeah. I wanted to maybe go for ledge there, was a little bit nervous.
yeah,
Kind of
that's
crazy that
fine.
he called out the second time.
See, look that nair. Even though you had a tech chase, it was like harder follow up. I would say.
Yeah.
I think your defensive choices are actually pretty fine. Like you going high and stuff like most of the time. Yeah, I would keep going high. It was working.
Yeah, like if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, the onus still on them to adapt. And like maybe if you're
Yeah.
playing like a really good player, you could think differently. But for the most part, like when you think about doing new mix-ups for no reason, it's or like it, it makes your life more complicated. But then they can just like get lucky and keep doing the same thing and win more.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, like the key to consistency is like you can't like just like I kind of am kind of was playing a little bit like too quickly without like really thinking about what I wanted to do a little bit more like to get the openings that I needed and like really like the things that I was going for like yeah they required more mix-ups at the end of the day. Like I needed to simplify it, choose options that required less mix-ups and kind of look at it like which option can I do here that's going to get me a more guaranteed opening, or if I'm going to go for this risky option, what's a different risky option that will get me a bigger opening since I'm already going
Exactly.
to.
Yes. Like, and it's
Yeah.
because it's funny. People talk about this all the time. You want to play like a one-player game. You want to make it as easy as possible for yourself, as few neutral openings and like as like little mental load, so you can take care. Like you can actually think when it matters. Like be careful like when you think it's dangerous or when you need to. But you want to play it as easily as possible for you. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I definitely agree. Like it's it definitely needs to be like just plug in and when you get the hit, then you can like take it as far as it can go. Like that needs to be like the goal. And I
Yeah.
think I need to kind of recenter around that a little bit instead of just trying to play like really fast and flashy all the time.
Yeah, and I would say too, I'm sure the fast and flashy
Love
stuff
that.
has served you well, like because you're able to like see things from that perspective, which is great. And I'm sure it'll come back. But yeah, if you're trying to like improve quickly, a lot of times it's like you can kind of just copy what everyone else has done, and you learn from that as well. Like you learn why it's good when you get to like experience it through your own play.
Oh, I definitely agree. Like it's like experience is so huge in this game. And I know it's like the same for like a lot of people, and that's like why like if you're like a sports commentator, it probably helps if you like actually like played the game in the first place, like that's one thing in this. Like I really like would watch a lot of like high level sets and like like watch high level analysis, even like try to like understand it. But like if you haven't like really experienced it and like just know how easy some things are or how hard they are and like have your own opinion of it and like what is truly like possible for you to like expect of yourself in certain scenarios, and like what you should try to push yourself to expect more from yourself in other scenarios, because like I'm kind of looking at it as like even just like my kind of viewpoint versus yours. Like I look at it and like, oh man, I played so well. Like, and a lot of the time, like I'm playing really fast and like have the like potential to get a lot of really good openings with how I'm playing, but I'm really like finding hits that aren't leading to much in the grand scheme, and then like not really extending on them as thoroughly as I need to be. Like even when I do get hits, like not adapting the ways that I could be. And to be honest, I haven't done a lot of this like play by play analysis. I think it's great for like even just exploring those things. Like I get to kind of see like how I can look for them myself a little bit too, like the more that I do them. But I have a lot of really good notes here, and I think like I'm probably gonna call it here for now. But yeah, is there anything else that you would like to add?
Yeah. So I actually wrote down this for you. Like, I actually think this is what I would recommend as the follow-ups for this. So I would say review your notes one more time. You don't have to watch the game necessarily one more time, but look over what we wrote down and figure out what are the like a couple important things that you want to practice and make sure that you actually do practice those things. Like either
Mhm.
I would say a combination of like a little bit of solo practice and then trying to do them in game a lot. Like just spam those options or like, put yourself in those situations so you can get some practice with them. Um,
Yeah, for sure.
and this is like how I would do analysis too. Like I just write down everything possible, and we didn't really do it for the whole match, but I write down everything possible, and then I look at it afterwards. So it's like a less biased perspective of like, okay, what's coming up a lot, or like what's really important that I messed up, or like could have been better. And
Yeah.
then like it's not like you have to practice every single thing because there's some things that are just less value to practice. But yeah, but I'm sure you can find some of that in our notes here, just even like one or two of those things. And in addition to the short up air, like force yourself to do this instead of an air, like practice.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I would agree too with what you're saying, like everything your conclusions from this, because like I think honestly, yeah, your movement was great, and your ability to find neutral openings also great. But the punishes, like you won neutral so many times that game, but it didn't matter because you got out punished.
Yeah, I definitely did get out punished. Like it's so easy to it's so easy to just say like Marth just punishes Fox like easier. Um or like when he does get the hit, but that's not really like the case. I feel like, there was just like a lot of the time Fox is going like really fast and like Marth only has like a couple scuffle options and they actually do lead to like his best openings too. And like Fox has like a few different scuffle options and some of which like are really fast but don't lead to much. And that's kind of what I'm slowly having to really realize is like what options am I doing that are not leading to openings like drill like there's a lot of times I could have drilled, there was a lot of times like I could have like tried the up air out and like see that would that have um gotten me like in those scenarios. Like there were times where I grabbed and did the wrong throw and
Hmm.
like there was just like a lot of things that I really could have done a lot differently. And
Yeah.
I think that like it really was like eye opening, like some of the stuff that we talked about. And I think that there's a lot of like really good takeaways that like if I'm still playing at like my peak level of like speed and like have no issues with my execution, then I would love to be able to implement those things and be able to like start to get a lot of growth. Because I feel like I'm at like this point where like maybe I can make a breakthrough if I like really try to change my like bad habits, like take some time and really flesh them out, like just make it a consistent like practice to like just like play with people consistently that I have good connection with and like practice like getting those like bad habits like really fleshed out, like just and yeah, like there was just like and other situations that like I haven't explored even like with like Marth, like like what you said, like having my back and like just like trying to up throw him and then those bears instead of just like uh relying to like keep him on stage in areas where I'm like more comfortable hitting him on stage, like get more comfortable hitting him off stage because it like you said, it's a huge advantage state and I kind of do get a little bit too scared of just like the potential of only jumping straight at him and like not thinking about anything outside of that just one line direct approach that I'm like putting myself in.
Oh yeah, it's really interesting because okay, I know we can go on forever, but yeah, there's a huge like really interesting risk reward or like success chance like debate of like going for edge guards, like when you have the option to back throw someone off stage versus like an up throw, right, or like a down throw from Sheik or something like that. It's like,
Right.
do I go for like a small success chance to succeed for a whole stock, or do I just build damage normally, like if I wasn't even at the ledge, right? And like
Right.
yeah, it's really interesting, and I think most people are starting to agree that it's just better to throw them off stage because realistically, melee is a game of like so many defensive options. They can escape your combo, but the chance to kill is so valuable. And even if your chance doesn't work out where you kill them, a lot of times you can still punish their on stage recovery as like a secondary, like pretty good combo.
Yeah, that's a pretty fair point, honestly. Like, yeah, I could like Martha's definitely one of those characters. Like, if he falls back on a stage, like it's tough, but if I can force him to like not want to fall back on stage and just threaten that alone, like that's kind of like the RPS of it. And like, he at the very least, if he has to do that high recovery or like some sort of like uppy recovery and like get back on stage or dare and like miss that dare, then I do get like punished off of that.
Yep,
Um,
exactly. And even if the dare hits you, a lot of times, like if it's like low percent, you can actually still punish, or like if it's like tech chase, they're like too high up to be able to follow up really, like it's too awkward. So it's like not too bad.
yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. All
But
right,
yeah,
I'm going
yeah,
to head out now.
See you,
But
Paulie.
yeah, thank you so much, Zach. Appreciate the lesson, and yeah, I'll hit you up sometime soon for another one.
For sure. Yeah. And I think this was
Yep.
good too. Like, like we keep it like not too long and it's like we still got a bunch of good takeaways for you to try to practice with and like next steps.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Okay.
All right, man.
Peace.
Yep. Peace.